And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called Decipher, which, not the greatest of names, it actually was the name of a card game company at one point, but when I first saw this I thought I already owned the game because it shows these pieces, but it's called a piece letter game, and the folks who designed this game, who incidentally are the same designers of Cosmic Encounter, one of my favorite games, made a game called Wordsmith, which uses the same pieces. And I thought, is it the same game? No, this is more of a deduction game. It's deduction and words together. So if you like guessing words, knowing parts of letters, this is for you. What does that mean? I'll show you. In each round of the game, one person is going to be the puzzle maker, and they're going to pick a word, and you can pick a 4 to 6 letter word. So you have a bunch of letters here. So let's say I make the word rift. So I'll put the letter here. This is the word that you're trying to get everyone else to guess. Once you make the word, you're going to close this and turn it upside down, and now you're going to see how everyone else is going to see the word, but you need to take all the pieces for it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 reds. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows and 1 green, and no blue pieces. No one else knows that. This part is still secret. I'm then going to slide this down in here so only I can see the word, and then I'm going to place this down depending on how many letters the word has. In this case, it's a 4-letter word, so it's there. These are the 4 letters that people are trying to guess. Now, as people are going to be guessing these, they're going to say, I think there's a red piece here, or I think there's a blue piece here. So let's say someone says, I think there's a red piece here. They're correct. And so I put one of the red pieces there. Then they say, I think there's a blue piece there. Well, there is no blue pieces. In fact, there's no blue pieces at all, but they don't know that. But there's no blue piece there, so I'll put that. They could guess again. They could say, I think there's another red piece here. No, there's not. So I cover that up with another one of these point tokens. Each time I say no, I'm giving people more information, but at the same time, I'm going to get a point at the end of the round. So as time goes by, people are going to be saying yes and no, and you're going to keep putting out pieces. So let's say I put out these pieces here, and I'm down to 3 pieces. So when you're down to 3 pieces, I have 1 red and 2 yellows left, and that's what the board looks like. Well, I'm not going to be putting out any more pieces now. Now, everyone's trying to figure out what the word is. Just because, this could be an I, this could be an I. They know there's 3 pieces missing. They know that these 2 together can make something, and everyone can see the side of the box. Everybody can see the letters that could be made with the various pieces. And each player has a chance to guess 3 times at what the word is. They have to spend one of these tokens when they do so. If they get it right, the round is over. And there's point tokens that will be here, 5s and 2 bonus point tokens for quick guesses and things. And they're going to get points. Everyone will get points for each guess token that they haven't used. And the person who gave the word is going to get point tokens for each no answer. And then everyone is going to be the seeker or the puzzle maker at least once. And you'll add everyone's scores together. And whoever has the most points is the winner. So this is kind of a really cool contraption. It doesn't work as well as I like it to. It becomes a shield. It becomes the board. This part works really well. It's the rules explained for the longest time on how to put this thing in, flip it, slide it. It doesn't work as well as you might think it does, but it's very minor. Everything else, I like how they have slots here for all the pieces and all the letters. Underneath it tells you which letters go where. So you can see these. This is I through R. Not that that matters that much. But production-wise, it's pretty fun, and it's really nice that on the side of the box, they have all the different letters. So you can look at here. So if you have 1 red and 1 yellow, you know it's a T or it's an L. Or maybe it's missing a piece and it could be a Z. You can even use words that have dashes in them or apostrophes. You can't use proper nouns or anything, but other than that, it's wide open to what words you pick. Alrighty, so I like this game a lot, but there are a few small problems with it. First of all, the letter concept and guessing the letters is fascinating. It's really interesting. They stop when they get to only 3 things left, which incidentally makes a 6-letter word not that much more difficult than a 4 because you still see more pieces. But you're sitting there, you're trying to guess what it is at the beginning, and you're just guessing wildly. Is there a red piece here? Is there, but once there's 2 red pieces somewhere, I say, well, is there a 3rd red piece because that's automatically an N, or is it a V? If I had 1 yellow piece, it could be an H, but it could also be an M. That needs 2 yellow pieces. That's kind of things interesting. You look at it, and I love that kind of thinking. And at the end, I think, okay, there's 3 missing pieces. Where are they missing? There's nothing in that spot, so that spot has to have at least 1 piece. And since there's only 2 other pieces missing, and that one's just a red by itself, it's probably an I. And I love this. Here's the problem. The problem is when you're playing a multiplayer game, they can screech to a halt, right? As everyone's just sitting there trying to think and trying to guess. You can give one of your tokens, you can basically give the person a bonus token to put another thing out there, but that gives that clue to everybody. So the solution for this is, it's just best as a 2-player game. It really is. That way, I make the word for you, you sit there, you think, you're deep in thought, it's kind of like playing Mastermind, then it's my turn. That works really well. I really like it. But with 3 or even more players, it's likely that one person's sitting and the other person's going to sit there and go, I'm thinking there's no timer or anything, so how do you basically say, okay, time's up, you need to give a chip in to get another piece? Since there is no rule on that, everyone could just sit there and think for a really long time. So I kind of wish they had addressed that in the rules, but in a 2-player game, it doesn't matter. Take as much time as you want. You're going to get it right or you're going to get it wrong, and that I like. So as a 2-player, really fun. With more than that, it breaks down a little. I mean, it's still enjoyable. So I have to say the concept, though, putting the piece together and figuring out what's missing, I found to be very delightful. So to that end, with 2 players, you can easily catch me playing this game. Decipher. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching the Dice Tower. Dice Tower Judgment with 2 players approved.